Suppose if I'm saying str5 equal to a comma b comma c semicolon and d comma some e semicolon and f comma some g. Now can I use multiple separators for split? No, I cannot use multiple separators for what here? Split. str5 dot split. str5 dot split. Now what is the separator I use? Comma. The separator which I use a comma. Now this is a list which is having A, B, and this is CD is one string, EF is one string, and G is what here? Another string. But can I use multiple separators for split? No, I cannot use multiple separators for split. But split is there, and the split will search from where? Left to right. So it will search from the left to right. So it will search for the separators from left to right. So that is done by using a method called which one? Split here. And there is one more method also there called R split. So there is a split is there, and one more is which one? R split. I think R split. Okay, for example, str1 equal to a comma b comma c comma d comma e. Okay, so this is a string here. But R split is a method, it will search. R split is a method, it will search from where? It will search for the delimiter from where? Right to left. Suppose I'm taking there is a list 1 or list some A or x equal to str1 dot R split. So what is the separator I'm using? Comma. So it will try to search for the delimiters from where? Right to left. If I'm saying x, x is having how many strings? 5 strings, because so there is a comma, there is a comma, there is a comma, and there is a comma. Okay. Suppose if I'm writing y equal to str1 dot R split, you are searching for the comma from where? Right to left. I'm defining the number of splits. How many splits are defined here? 2. But this searching is done from where? Left to right or right to left? Right to left. So it will take E as one string and D as one string. And then ABC is what? One string. Okay, E is one string and D is one string. And ABC is another strings here. This ABC is one string and D is one string and E is what? Another string. But from where you are trying to split? From right to left. Okay, so R split will search for the delimiter from right to left. But if you are not defining the maximum number of splits, then you don't find any difference between split and what? R split. Both will be what here? Same. Okay, if I'm using split also, str1 dot split, str1 dot split. So what y is having how many strings? 5 strings, sorry. str1 dot split. I have to define the separator. str1 dot split. What is the separator I'm using? Comma. Then y is having how many strings? 5 strings. Okay, y is having how many strings? 5 strings are there. That is A, B, C, D, and one more is E. Getting honors. But if I'm trying to write y equal to str1 dot split, okay, I use a comma and number of splits are how many? 2. Then searching is done from where? Left to right. So A, B, and C, D, E. But here D, E, and A, B, C. So only the difference is delimiter searching, that is from left to right, and one more is right to left. Okay, now this is useful if you want to convert, if you want to split one string into number of substrings. If you want to convert, if you want to split one string into number of substrings. Okay, so this search, this method, okay, this method search for separator from from where? Left to what here? Right. This method, this method search for this method search for separator from right to left. So this method search for separator from left to right, and this method search for the separator from right to left. But in that case, if you don't give the maximum number of splits, so if you don't give the maximum number of splits, there is no difference between R split and split. Both are same. So there is a split and there is one more method called which one? Join method. There is a split method and there is what here? Join method. So this method is used. Okay. Okay, this method. So this method is used to join group of strings or collection of strings. Okay, to join group of strings or collection of strings using what here? Separate. Okay, this method is used to join group of strings or collection of strings, using what here? Separator. Using separator, you are trying to join it. Okay, so that is done using join method. Now this method is used to join group of strings or collection of strings using what here? Separator. So what is the meaning of this is, now we split it. Okay, we split it by using split, but after split I want to join. Okay, suppose there is a list is there. List 1 contain some A, B, okay, C. So there is a D and there is one more is E. So this list is having how many strings here? 5 strings. Now I want to join these 5 strings into one string. Then I am saying str1 equal to, you want to join with what? You want to join all these strings with what? Okay, I want to join with the separator called which one? Comma. So what is the separator I'm using here? Comma. Okay. Dot. Dot. What is this here? Join. Join list 1. So this join method, every time it will read one string from where list and join with another string from the list and return as one string. Suppose if I'm saying list 1 is having how many strings? 5 strings. And all these 5 strings are joined as one string. All these 5 strings are joined with what? One string, right? Suppose there is a list, there is a list 2 is there, and this list 2 is having 2 strings. One is Python and one more is what here? Language. So I want to join this both the strings into one string. Then what is the separator I want to use is space. Space dot join with what here? List 2. So whatever values are there in the list 2, those values are joined by using separator what here? Space. So if you are saying print list 2 and list 2 is having how many strings here? 2 strings. One is a Python and one more is what? Language. And if you are trying to say print str2 and what is str2? Python space and one more is what here? Language. So you are joining this list of strings by using one delimiter. You are joining this list of strings by using one separator. And what is the separator used here? Space. Okay. The separator which is used is here is space, right? So that is joining. Split and one more is what? Join. Okay, you can split and join. So this method is for joining the strings. Okay, this methods are joining the strings. Join method is there. And this is which method here? Split methods. Okay, split method and one more is a join method. And there is a method called, there is a methods called which methods? Okay, strip methods are there. Okay, now there is a strip methods are there. Okay, so these methods are used. These methods are used to remove. Okay, leading or trailing spaces, leading or trailing. Okay, trailing spaces or trailing spaces or what is that characters from. Okay, from which one here string. These methods are used to remove leading or trailing spaces or characters, leading or trailing spaces or characters from string. Okay, so what is the meaning of leading and trailing spaces? So there is a methods like, L strip is there. There is a method called which one? Or strip is a method. And there is a method called which one? Strip is a method. So three methods are there. Okay, three methods are there. L strip, R strip, and one more method is what here? Strip. So these are the methods which are used to remove leading or trailing spaces or characters from where string. For example, yes, this is very much useful. For example, str1. Okay, there is a spaces, and after the spaces, there is NIT. There is str2 and equal to NIT. Now here before NIT, what you have here? Spaces, and there is a string called which one? NIT. Is it str1 double equal to str2? No. str1 is not equal to str2. But what is the value of str1? NIT. What is the value of str2? NIT. But is it NIT is equal to NIT? No. So what is the value it is written? False. But I want to compare it by removing these leading spaces. Then how can I remove these leading spaces? I can just write here str1 dot. What is the name of this method? Lstrip. Now this method will remove by default leading spaces. Left side. Okay, leading spaces. For example, this is str1 and this is what here str3. Is it this leading spaces are deleted or not? Yes. Then what you can do is now you can compare str3 double equal to what? str1. Oh, sorry, str3 double equal to str2. What is the values written? True. So what will happen in application development is, see what will happen in application development is, assume that. So what will happen in application development is, okay, suppose this is one UI, okay, user interface. So where you try to enter username, okay, where you try to enter what here username. So your username is entered and you try to input what here password. You enter username and password and then just click on which one? Sign in. Input username and password and click on sign in. But assume that you enter username by giving some space. Okay, some by mistakenly you have given space and written what here NIT. By mistakenly you have given some space and then you enter the value NIT. Then after that I enter the password like XYZ. But here the values input by giving some space. So what will happen when I read this? It will read this along with what here space. It will read this along with what here space, leading space. But registered username is only NIT. But by mistake is given what here spaces. But when you compare this NIT with this NIT, is it this both are equal or not equal? Not equal. So what I want to do is, before comparing it, I want to remove this leading. Before comparing it, I want to remove this leading spaces. Before comparing it, I want to remove this leading spaces. Then how can I remove this leading spaces and compare it? How can I remove this leading spaces and then compare it? Okay, that can be done. Okay, that leading spaces you can remove and compare it by using which one? L strip. L strip is a method. Okay, so L strip is not only remove leading spaces, but any characters before stringer. If you want to remove it, you can use L strip. For example, str4 equal to, I said, star 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 NAT. Okay, str5 equal to only NAT. Now, if I'm saying str4 double equal to str5, is it this both are equal or not equal? Not equal, because this is having which one leading stars are there. Is it str4 is equal to str5? No, str4 is not equal to str5. Then immediately it is written what here? False. But I want to compare it by removing this leading stars. Then how can I compare it by removing this leading stars? I'll say str4 dot L strip. Define the characters. Which character you want to delete from left side star. So if I say print str5, what is str5 is having NIT. If I'm saying str5, sorry. Yes. Okay, what str5 is having NIT. Okay. So is it removed or not? The stars are removed or not? Yes. The stars get removed here. str6, if I take a NIT, and if I'm saying str5 double equal to str6, what is the value written? True. So not only one character, combination of characters also you can delete. Suppose left side, it will remove from left side until it is found. For example, left side you have a star star star, dollars are there. Again, star stars are there. These symbols are there, and followed by which one? NIT. So I want to remove all these characters. I want to remove all these characters. Then what will I do? I'll say str8 equal to str7 dot L strip. You can define the combination of characters. Now L strip characters, you can define the characters. So which characters you want to remove it? Okay, which characters you want to remove it, you define that. So I want to remove the characters like star. Okay, I want to remove the character called star. Then I want to remove the character called which one? Dollar. I want to remove the character called which one? Cap symbol. Okay, now these characters, you have to define it as a tuple, right? So there is a star and there is a dollar. Sorry. So I want to delete this character star. So dollar and cap symbol, and one more is which one? Hash. So this combination of characters I want to remove it. Now str7 is this, and if you see str8, so it delete all the combination of characters. So it will search, star is there, yes, delete it. Star is there, yes, delete it. Star is there, yes, delete it. Dollar is there, yes, delete it. Dollar is there, yes, delete it. Dollar is there, yes, delete. And cap is there, yes, delete. Cap is there, yes, delete cap and delete. And cap is there, delete. Star is there, yes, delete it. Again, star is there, yes, delete it. Okay, and star again deleted. Hash is there, yes, delete. Hash is there, yes, delete it. But is it n is there? No. N is there? No. Then what will happen? Stop. So it will remove only from left side until it is found. For example, after n there is a star. Will it delete? No. After n, if there is a star, it will not delete. Leading means only at the beginning. Leading means what here? Only at the beginning. Suppose after n, if there is a star and dollar, will it delete that or doesn't delete? Doesn't delete. Leading means only before. Before, until it is found. Now n is there. N is there here. Are you deleting n? No. Then what will happen? Stop. Until it is found at left side, it will delete. When it is not found, then what will happen? Stop. After n, if there is a star, will it delete or not delete? Not delete. Suppose str9 star 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 n, n star star, I star star, and t star star. I have given like this. Now, if I am saying str10 equal to str9 dot L strip, what I want to remove stars. So what will happen? It will remove only from which side? Left side. Okay, but will it remove the stars which are there in between? No. So this is str9 and this is what here str10. So there is n star star, I star star and t stars. But is it leading stars are deleted or not? Yes. So leading means before only. Leading means what here? Now that is not only spaces. It is not only delete the spaces, it is also delete the characters. Whatever characters you define, whatever characters you define, so those characters get deleted. So L strip, remove, remove leading characters from string. So default character it removes. Default character it removes is what here? Space. So what is the default character it uses? Space. So this is useful when if you are comparing. This is useful when if you are comparing strings. When you are comparing strings, you may read the suppose if you are working with certain projects. What will happen is you may read the string from the file based on the length. So length means suppose the string is having only 3 characters, but length is 10. Means you read how many characters? 10 characters, but your string is having only 3. Then remaining 7 are spaces. But when you compare it, what will happen? It will compare along with what? Spaces. I want to remove that spaces before comparing it. Okay, I want to remove those leading characters before comparing it, and that can be done by using L strip. So L strip it will remove only from which side? L strip will remove only from which side? Left side. Okay, leading and one more is a trailing. Trailing means right side here. Leading means left side and trailing means what here? Right side. Okay, right now there is a one more method is there. And wait, what is the name of that method is or strip is it? So there is a method called or strip. So this method remove remove all occurrences of characters. Okay, all occurrences of characters at what here? Right side. So this method default remove which characters? Space characters. So it will remove by default which characters? Space characters it will remove it. Okay, it will remove the space characters by default. Suppose str1 equal to NIT and you have a spaces. See, there is a, sorry, str1 equal to NIT and there is a spaces, but there is a spaces at which side here? Right side. Okay, there is a spaces at right side. So str2 equal to NIT. So what will happen if I'm saying str1 double equal to str2 is written what here? False. Okay, because you are given which one? Space. That is what will happen if your login. At the time of login, by mistakenly if you give a space, at the time of login, by mistakenly if you give a space, what will happen? At the time of login, by mistakenly if you are given space, what will happen? Will it login is happen or not happen? Not happen. Not happen because you have given the space. But I want to compare it. I want to compare it by removing those spaces. Okay, then what will I do? I'll say str3 equal to str1 dot. What is this here? R strip. So here I'm not writing character. If I don't write a character, which characters it will remove? Space characters. If I don't define the character, it will remove the space characters. Now, if I'm saying str2 double equal to str3, now this time it is written what? True. So it is not only remove the space characters, it will remove all the characters. Star 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 is there. str5 equal to str4 dot r strip. So which characters you want to remove here? Stars. Now when you say str4, so this is NIT stars and this is str5 and having only which one? NIT. So then I'm saying str6 equal to within double quotes. So whatever you write in the double quotes is called as which one string there. So NIT and star star dollar dollar star star again hash hash dollar and dollar. I want to remove all these characters which are there at right side. Then I'm saying str7 equal to str6 dot str6 dot r strip. What characters you want to remove? Star dollar hash. So these characters which are there at which side? Right side. Now dollar is there, yes, they remove it. Now hash is there, delete it. Stars are there, yes, delete. Star is there, yes, delete. But T is there, no. Then it will stop. It will delete until it is found. It will delete until it is found. But if it doesn't found, then what will happen? Stop. So this is removing trailing characters. That is the characters which are there at which side? Right side. So this is very much useful when you are reading data using length. So when you are reading data using a length, you may get some leading or trailing spaces or some characters. And to remove those characters, you just use which one? L strip. And one more is which one? R strip. Or you can also use a method called which one? Strip. So this method remove from both left as well as right. This method remove, remove or trim. Okay, trim or strip the leading and trailing. Okay, leading and trailing characters. So the characters which are there at left side, the characters which are there at which side? Right side. Okay, so from both the sides it will remove it. For example, str1 equal to space 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 NIT and space space space. Now str2 equal to NIT. If I am writing str1 double equal to str2, is it written true or false? False. It is written false. Why? Because it is written false. Why? Because is a space is compared is a space is treated as one character or not? Yes, the space is taken as one character. Space is taken as one character here. Okay, space is taken as one character. Now you have to understand the space is taken as one character. So if I want to compare it by removing those spaces, and let's write it str1 dot. What is this method? Strip. So this will remove the spaces from left side as well as what here right side. So that is leading spaces as well as what here trailing spaces. So if I'm writing str2 double equal to str3, is it this value is written true or false? True. So not only leading spaces, any characters, okay, star 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 NIT and star star star. Now str5 equal to str4 dot. What is this method? Strip. What characters you want to remove? Star. So it will remove the characters from both ends. That is from left side as well as what here right side. If I'm writing str6 equal to if I'm writing star star dollar dollar NIT, and if I'm writing star star and hash, okay, if I'm saying str7 equal to str6 dot, so I want to remove from both. Which characters? Find at the left side here, right side star, and one more is dollar, and one more is what? Hash. So these characters found at left side are what? Right side. This character is found at left side or right side. Okay. So star is there or not? Yes. Star is there? Yes. Okay. Star is there? Yes. Dollar is there? Yes. Dollar is there? Yes. Dollar is there? Yes. N is there? No. Stop. Then from right. Hash is there? Yes. Hash is there? Yes. Hash is there? Yes. Star is there? Yes. And again star is there? Yes. Star is there? Yes. But T is there? No. What will happen? Stop. Okay, then it will remove from both ends now. STR6, this is STR6, and this is what here STR7. So what is the value of STR6? Now this is STR6, and this is what here is STR7, whose value is what here again? N8. Getting on. So it will remove from both ends. That is from left side as well as what right side. www dot, I said nareshid.com. www.nareshid.com, and if I'm saying str9 equal to str8 dot what I said here strip, what I want w.com. So tell me what will happen in this case. So it will delete which one? W is there? Yes. W is there? Yes. Dot is there? Yes. Delete it. N is there? N is there? No, it will not delete. Now at right side, M is there? Yes, delete it. O is there? Yes, delete it. C is there? Yes, delete it. Dot is there? Yes, delete it. T is there? No, it will stop. What is the output of this will be? Narration. No, str8 and this is str8 and this is str9. So what is the value of str9 narration? What is the value of str8 www.narration.com? So that is how you are trying to read it from left to right. You are trying to delete from both ends by using a method called which one? Strip. So these are which methods here? Strip methods or trim methods. Okay. Now there are three methods are there. That is L strip, and second one is R strip, and third one is which one? Strip. Okay, right now these are strip methods and this is a join methods and this is which methods? Split methods, right? And we have seen conversion methods and counter methods. Okay, then there is one more method is there. These are called which methods here? Partition methods. So you have a partition methods here. So partition methods. String is also provided which methods? Partition methods. Partition methods are there. Okay. String contain which methods here? Partition methods. So partition means, for example, if you take this string and you do which one? Partition. But how you do the partition? By using one separator. So this separator acts like what here? Partition of two strings. One string is divided into how many strings here? Two strings. Along with which one? Partition. Okay, one string is, for example, there is a Rama Rao. Rama Rao is there. I want to do the partition. I want to make Rama is one and Rao is what? Another. What is a partition here? What is a partition here? Space. What is a partition here? Space. Okay, space is a partition. Space is called as a partition or space is what they are separated. In this case, Rama is one string and Rao is what? Another string. And what is a partition character used here? Space. So whenever you do partition, the partition will return one list. Partition will return one collection or one list or tuple which contain how many strings here? Three strings. Partition will do the partition and return how many strings? Three strings. One is the string before partition, the string after partition, and which include which one? Partition character. Which is also included which character here? Partition character. Partition means partition is nothing but separating, right? So you are doing now this is one room. You do partition, right? But what you require to do the partition? One separator or not? Yes. So this is one part and this is what? Another part. And it is also having separator or not? Yes. It is also included one separator. Okay, it is also included one separator. This is a separator which is used for doing which one here? Partition. This is a separator which is used for doing which one here? Partition. Okay. So there is a left and there is a right and there is also which one? Partition string. So partition methods. Okay. So these methods, okay, these methods are used, okay, to do which one here? Partition. Partition of which one? Strings. So these methods return a collection. Okay, collection contains, okay, three strings. One is a string before what here? Partition. And second one is partition itself, partition character itself. And third one is string after which one? Partition. So partition will divide a string into how many parts here? Three parts. Partition will divide the string into how many parts here? Three parts. The first part is the string before partition. The second part is a string after partition. And middle one is what? Partition string. Middle one is called as a partition string. So before partition, after partition, and is called as a partition string here. Okay. Okay. So how it is done here? So there are two partition methods are there. One is partition and one more is a R partition. two partition methods are there. One is partition is one method, and one more method is what? R partition. Partition is one method and R partition is what here? Another method. Okay. But partition, where you do the partition from left to right, and R partition, which is used for doing partition from right to left, means you'll be searching for the separator from left to right. You'll be searching for the separator from right to left. Now you are dividing the string into how many parts? Two parts. Actually, three parts. One is a first part, second part, and there is a partition. Okay, suppose, for example, there is a string is there. Just now I said there is a Rama Rao is there. Okay, Rama Rao is there. Okay, so what I'm saying is some A equal to str1 dot partition. Str1 dot partition, but are you use any separator here? No. If you don't use a separator, then what is the default separator? Space. So it will do the partition at what here? Space. Now Rama is one partition, Rao is one partition, which make kya rahta? Space, right? So how many strings will be there here? Three strings. Rama is one string and space is one string and Rao is another string. Okay. Yes. str1 dot separator str1 equal to Rama Rao. Okay. Now we have to use A equal to str1 dot partition. This is required. What is the separator I'm using? Space. Okay, now if you say print str1, now this is Rama Rao and there is a. So A is a tuple and this tuple is having how many values here? Three values. What is the first value before partition and after partition, and middle one is what? Partition. It means this both the strings are divided by using which one? Space. Where it is partition at space. It is partition at what here? Space. For example, str2 equal to A space, B space, C space, D space, E. But here there are number of spaces are there. Okay. Suppose if I am writing B equal to str2 dot partition, what are used here? Space. But where it will do the partition will return how many strings? Three strings only. Partition will return how many strings here? Three strings. One is a string before, one is a string after, and there is a partition. So what is the first one here? A. What is the partition character? Space. And remaining strings are what? B, C, D, E. So if I write print str2, now this is a stringer, original stringer, and this is partition string. Having A and there is a space and there is a B, C, D, and what here? E. But what is the partition I used here? Space. The partition is what here? Space. But partition always return only three strings. For example, if I'm using R partition is for searching from where? Right to left. But this partition character can be anything. Suppose str3 equal to A comma B comma C comma D comma E. If I'm writing C equal to str3 dot partition, what is the separator I use here? Comma. Then search from where? Left to right. So what is the partition I use here? Comma. Then this is one part and this is what here? Another part. And what is a partition character? Comma. Right? So partition character is a comma. Now this is str3 and this is a C. C is nothing but a tuple which is having a string and partition character and one more string. But if I am writing some D equal to str3 dot which partition? R partition and then what here? Comma. So you can do partition from that side onwards or you can do partition from So here from right to left. Now what is the string here? A comma B comma C comma D comma E. But where you are doing the partition at comma, but you are searching this comma from where? Right. Then in this case, E is one part and A, B, C, D is one part and comma is what? Yes, partition character. Now if I'm saying print D, and what is a D here? Now E is one character, comma is one character, and A, B, C, D is what? Another string. So but partition always written a tuple contain how many strings? Three strings. That is a string before partition and string after partition character, and there is one more character is included in between, and that is partition character. So this will search a separator from where left to right. Or partition, this search separator from where? Right to left. Search a separator from left to right, and one more is right to left. Yeah, these are called which methods here? Partition methods. So there is a strip methods, there is a partition methods, there is a split methods, and there is which one? Join methods. So there is a join methods, and there is also okay, find and replace methods. Find and replace methods. So you also find the methods like find as well as what? Replace. But actually string is a mutable or immutable? Immutable. Means after creating a string, you cannot do any changes, right? Because string is not mutable. String is what here? Immutables. So after creating a string, you cannot do any changes. Okay, so there is a methods like find and there is a method called which one here? Replace. But is it replacement is done in the same string or in the new string? New string. The replacement is not done in the same string. The replacement is done in what? New string. But actually this finding can be done by using in operator also. Okay, in operator also you can use it, right? For example, str1 is there, which is having Java, Python, Oracle, okay, and I said here C++ and some MySQL like this. Now I want to search for one string. What string I want to search is C++. Then how can I search? I can say C++ in what is this? str1. Is it C++ is there in str1? Yes. But this will return Boolean value or not? Yes. I can search. Even I can use a method called which one? Find. What I want to find C++. But is it C++ is there or not? Yes. But it is written what here? Index. So this is written which value? Boolean value. And this is written which one? Position. Okay, find will return what here? Position. Okay, so this is there in which position? Now, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like this. It is there in which position? 19th position. So what is the difference? Suppose if I'm saying str1 dot finder, str1 dot finder, some R Python. I'm searching for which one? R Python. Is it R Python is there? No. So what is the value written here? -1. So when it returns a -1, if the given string is not found, but find returns what here? Index. If you know the index, what you can do? You can delete. But how can you delete? By converting the string into what? List. You have to convert this string into list because you cannot remove directly from what? String. Because string is mutable or immutable? Immutable. If you want to remove anything, if you want to remove or replace, then you have to convert the string into list. How you convert the string into list? By using which function? List function. Using list function, you convert string to list. Then how can you convert list to string? By using join. So after deleting, you join all the strings by using which method? Join method. But you cannot delete directly from where? String. No, you cannot delete it. But this will return a position, right? Where it is. But this will return a Boolean value. Suppose if I'm saying is R Python, if I'm writing R Python in what is this string here? str1. Is it R Python is there in str1? No. What is the value written? False. Because the string is exist or not exist? Not exist. So it is written the value called which one? False. So you can search for a given string within the string by using the operator called which one? In. You can search even by using which method? Find. But what is the difference here? In returns which value? Boolean value. Find will return which one? Index. But if you know the index, what you can do? Delete. If you know the index, what you can do? You can update. Okay, now that you can do it if you know the index. But if you don't know the index, then you cannot do it, right? Now find is there, and there is also which one? Replace. There is a find and there is also replace, right? I want to replace str1, str2 equal to str1 dot replace. What I want to replace? I want to replace, okay, I want to replace Python with, which one? Mojo, right? I want to replace Python with a Mojo is one more language, right? str2. str2. Now what this string is having? Now this Python is replaced with what here? Mojo. Suppose I'm saying str3 equal to str1 dot replace. But replacement is done in the new string, right? I want to replace Java with what here? Python. Now Java is replaced with what here? Python. But is it replacement is done in the same string or in the new string? New string. Because str1, suppose if you print str1, is it any changes? No. str1 is remain same, but the changes are done in which string here? New string. str1 is remain same, but changes are done in what? New string. So that is done by using which method here? Replace. You are replacing Java with Python. You are replacing Python with what here? Mojo, right? Yes. So replace. So find is there and one more is a replace. So find method. So find method. Return what here? Index of which one? Stringer. Exists within what? Stringer. And replace method. Replace all occurrences. All occurrences of given what? Stringer within stringer. But it will return as one new string because the replacement is not done in the same string. But you don't want to replace all the occurrences. You don't want to replace all the occurrences. What you can do is If you don't want to replace all the occurrences, what you can do is you can define how many replacements you want to do it. How many replacements you want to do it by defining the count. Suppose str1 Java, Java, Java. So how many times Java is there? Number of times. If I'm saying str2 equal to str1 dot replace, okay, replace Java with Python means, will it replace all the Javas with what here? Python. So this is str1 and this is str2. But I don't want to replace all. I want to replace only first two Java. Then what will I do? I'll say str3 equal to str1 dot replace. Which one I want to replace? Java with the Python. How many occurrences? Two on. How many occurrences? Only two. Then will it all Java replace with the Python? No. Only first two Java are replaced with what here? Python. What is it? Replace all the occurrences are only two strings? Two strings. So that is done. That is also you can define it by using number of replacements. How many replacements you want to do it? How many replacements you want to do it, right? So you have to define that. What here? Convert Rama Rao into Rama Rao. Convert here. Separator नहीं है कुछ नहीं है कैसे convert करते हैं यार? There should be some separator should be there, right? You have to split means you should have some separator. Yes or no? Otherwise you have to write the logic. Even though if you write a logic, you want to split it A. If you want to split it A, what will happen? Yes or no? Suppose Rama Rao, now you want to convert into Rama, comma, Rao. Okay, if I'm using partition as a, then this is also A, right? Will it do a? No, right? So whenever you want to split, there should be some separate. Separator is there or not there? Not there. Some separator should be there. Where you want to split, some partition, where you want to do the partition. Suppose even though if you are writing manually one program, you can write one program. You can write a program and you can search for which one? A. Read until A and put in one string. Read until A means again how many A's are there? Then so first occurrence, second occurrence, that logic also you have. So whenever you are trying to say split or partition, you always require which one? Separator. If you are not defining a separator, then you cannot do which one? Split. Okay. So here, which one you take as a separator? A. If you take the A as a separator, then Ram, Rav, and then in this case, Ram means again A is there. No? So what will happen? R is there. Then comma A, M A, comma R, comma A, and then what? O. So it is do like that. Then what you can do? You read all the characters and join it. Okay, so lengthy process. If there is no separator, then there is a lengthy process, right? Yes, you can do it, no problem, but you have to write manually one program. You cannot write in one statement. You cannot write in one statement like splitting into Rama and Ram. So there should be some separator, right? Okay. Anyway, this is how you do which one? Finding and replacing. Finding and replacing. Okay. So if you want to do it, what you can do? Convert this string into list and insert one separator. Where you insert separator after or before which one? Raw. So search for Rama and then insert what? Separate. Then again split it. Okay, now that also you can do it. No problem. Now these are some of the methods. These are the some of the methods related with which data type? String data type. Now string is provided number of methods for doing operations. String is provided number of methods for doing this operations. Okay. So then next you have one more data type. And what is that data type? Bytes. And there is one more data type is there. That is what bytes array. Now let us talk about what is a bytes and bytes array, but not today, but in the next class we'll see that. Okay. But next class means, see here, you don't have class on Monday. Okay. So there's no class on Monday, but next class is on Tuesday, right? Okay. Tuesday you'll have the class. Monday there is no class. So Tuesday, next class will be there on Tuesday. So Monday there is no class, right? So thank you. We'll see you on Tuesdays. Right. Thank you. Ready? You cannot use multiple separators. If you want to join using multiple, you have to go for regular expressions. Okay, right? Yes.